And again, I'm not really going to be going for any lantern breaks with any weapon other than the hammer. Only because it's just way too difficult. I mean, without an excessive use of bombs or sleep weapons or traps, it's just not going to happen. Oh, did I bring more traps this time? Not really. Well, I'll go ahead and use the shock trap just like I used the pitfall trap in the previous tutorial of the sword and shield. You can see even without eating rations, I can just kind of run almost forever. It's actually a really good skill to use with the lance, and if you're one of those people that likes to use the lance charge ability. Okay, we're going to do the same setup that we did last time. Drop a trap right here. Just out of range, hopefully, of where he'll land. See, that looks about right. You don't need to be exact, you know. Bombs have a pretty big explosion radius, and we just don't want him landing in the trap, because he's going to sit around growling for a while anyways, so that's going to be our time to attack, and then when he lands in the trap, we'll attack him even more. Alright, you can press plus to skip this animation. I showed it last time because it's kind of cool, but aside from that, we want to be able to get to the exploding as quickly as we can. So actually, I'm going to set off the bombs, and then I'm going to aim for the tail. Okay. I didn't get many hits in, which is a shame. Oh, wow. I thought he was just going to growl for a second. Oh, no. Oops. Okay, that didn't go at all how I wanted. See, even in the trap, his lantern is too high for you to hit it. Oh, wow. I was directly under it, so the counter did not work. However, it will work when he just tries to bite me. That was a weird choice, man. I wasn't even close to you. It's almost as if he was like trying to like avoid me. And he did that by rolling out of the way. Now, in general, doing a full lance charge isn't very helpful, like if you have them in a trap or something. But the first hit from it is pretty decent. And the last hit from it is also pretty good. Okay, I'm getting sloppy for some reason. It's because I'm talking too much. But in general, you should be able to just like counter his charges coming at you. And you'll be able to get an attack off. See, that was a counter there. And if you're like just at his tail, when he does that roll, he should be able to like roll over you. Hopefully I'm far enough away. Because I want to sharpen. It's an intense looking attack. He's just like slowly wiggling towards me. Very scary. Oh, you know what's kind of cool that I never noticed is you could almost like counter out of an attack or cancel out of an attack with a charge. Never really tried that before. Uh-oh. This is bad. Oh, that's really bad. I was trying to shield advance for the charge and I mistimed it. You should be far enough away. Let's look away. Get some good hits off on that tail. It's a fairly weak part of his body, as far as I can remember. Gobull actually has a very special property to him, and that is his back takes considerably more impact damage than slashing damage. For most monsters, there's never really a big distinction between the two, but with the lance will actually can like choose between the two types of damage. And if impact is considerably more powerful than slashing, it will choose to do impact damage. And Gobull is one of the monsters where that makes a big distinction. So if he's underwater and you're stabbing him in the back, you're going to be doing pretty decent damage with the lance, as opposed to any other weapon. Most other weapons. And we're going to try and find an opportunity to sharpen. Got kind of used to the alloy armor. It was so convenient to have speed sharpen on there. Okay, he's going to be running away, so we're going to get our tail carve. And I'll probably drink one more potion. See what our time is at. We are at almost 8 minutes, which is a decent time. And we can see him underwater. You can actually see the little lump. Trying to disturb him out of there. Kind of worked. I just blocked that. And you want to be careful charging underwater. It's a really useful ability to getting around, but like I said, the sharpness goes down so quickly. It looks like he's weak and he's running away. Right? No? He's tricking me. Maybe. He runs to area 8. Cha-Cha, come on, help me out, man. There we go. Okay, he has run. And what's our time at? I'm going to capture him. There are some extra supplies in the camp that I'm not going to bother getting. Oh, wait. I can't capture him. I have to kill him. Because I used up the last of my traps. Oops. I didn't even make that good use of the trap either. Did I sharpen? I'm just going to sharpen for the heck of it. Now, when he's sleeping is a good time to use a sonic bomb on him. You'll know it's him because you'll see the little sleep bubbles coming out. I got a nice little attack off there. I probably could have countered that. That's okay. Wow. So, I'm not sure if any of you caught that. I didn't hit him. It was actually a Ludroth that got the kill. So pretty soon we're going to be rolling into Area 8, and there's going to be like a Ludroth decked out in Gobull armor. Eating fish really quickly. No. Knock it off. Okay, so what do I have left? Great Sword, Switch Axe. Right? Because I've done bowgun, sword and shield, lance. And I'll do hammer last. And again, if it's not a particularly amazing showing, I'll just leave that out. Fishing +6. Oh, and actually, Sense -10 is not a bad ability. It can be helpful if you're playing online and you want to draw attention to yourself. Like, say you're playing with somebody new and you want to keep the monster off of them, use Sense -10, and they'll all focus on you. The main monster will, that is. Let's continue doing our fishing. It's just something that's really good to get into the habit too, because you never really want to be limited by money or Moga points. So that's just not fun. So there's our upgraded mushroom farm. Looks like a lot of mushrooms growing there. And I am still growing ice thaw pellets. Although, maybe I got Bugmaker Pros, and I could go up to 5. God bugs are a very, I don't want to say wasteful. They're not the most efficient use of Moga points. However, they do result in the most amount of money made. Okay, I needed something. I needed something for a request. I need busy bees. Oh wow. Okay, I gotta do the whole thing. Okay, you use those on your honey farm, or in this specific case, to upgrade our honey box. Okay, so that's it for resources. Let's go ahead and see what the upgraded honey box looks like. Not that any of you really care, but some of you might. And again, all that upgrading these things does is it lets you do more rounds of a specific item. So you can use your fertilizer more efficiently and not have to run back quite as often. Just a little money and time-saving upgrade. As long as you're staying on top of it, it's not a big deal. Forget what I wanted to use next. Alright, so this is normal Jaggy armor, but I'll just mention what I've done to it. I've filled it with stun jewels. Normal Jaggy armor gives you just half stun. I've upgraded it to +15 so it negates stun. So if I'm using, for instance, the switch axe, I'll go ahead and use the switch axe. If he tries to flash me, it's not going to work. The most it'll do is it'll cause a slight flinch, which isn't a big deal. I can handle that. So we're going to need more traps. More bombs. Anything else? I got plenty of potions, frogs, small barrel bombs. Okay, that should be fine. Again, this is going to be a little bit more difficult, only because the Jaggy armor has fairly low defense. It's been upgraded, but... So I'd like to get Defender, but I'm going to aim for Specialist. The Baroth switch axe that I use here, it's called the Assault Axe. In Sword mode, will actually use a Paralysis attribute. And it actually does just about the same, if not a little less damage than the other axe. The only reason, the Bone Axe Plus, the only reason I like it is because it has slightly more sharpness. So let's see here. Okay. So yeah, I'm a little nervous. But with the overhead chop and with the ability to paralyze, I should be in okay shape.